blank period. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all people of all different shapes and sizes. My name is JabariVOCPodcast, and known as JabariVOCPodcast, and I am here with another great episode for you guys. Two big announcements: Juneteenth, Club Secret, be there or be square. Last time it was a full house. And I'm pretty sure people saw that video, that look at my page. If you looked at the video, definitely thank you so much for checking it out. With the hip hop artists all over New Haven, it was a great opportunity. The goal for this Juneteenth one, I'm going to get some help from a photographer from Bridgeport. The goal is to make sure this one looks even better, sound quality wise, also picture wise, also just all around. So definitely going to see another video like that, and it's going to be like Smack DVD format, but not crazy drama like how Smack DVD used to do. I'm not trying to get NDAs and stuff signed all up into this, but Juneteenth Club Secret. All right, Juneteenth Club Secret. So after that, I want to get into introducing my next guest, who is a very common, not common, but a frequent guest of the show, which is great. I love having frequent guests come back in. Ora Lewis. The last time we had Ora Lewis on the show, I noticed that there was some sound quality in the second half difficulties, and I apologize about that. You're not going to get that again. not in this episode. By the time you listen to this, I definitely hope you checked out my interviews with Fod, and also the interview with Oyeta. Very, very dope R&B artist Oyeta, and also Fod, who is just a great guy from the streets and understands people from the streets, and had done everything in his life as an activist to make sure brothers could have a better, more structured life. So give bigs up to him as well too. Definitely please donate to POW Relief Crisis to help dislocated families. They're on Instagram, POW Relief Crisis. Don't forget, if you got funds, please, POW Relief Crisis. All right, without further ado, I want to bring up my guest. I mean, like, it's getting crazy. I have to make announcements now, but it's all good. That means that I'm busy. So, Ora, what's going on?
Nothing. Just a lot, but how is it feeling?
Well, very, very super excited. Oh wait, let's do the broadcast. There we go. Very, very super excited to have you back on the show. This is like, I know that we had to mix our days up and stuff. I'm glad we was able to find a day. That's my fault. Which I need to talk about, because I've been like rescheduling with a lot of people. It's just because like work, you know how it is. You work just as hard as I do, so you know how it is. You just know, gotta learn how to get that schedule together.
Yeah, that's a good problem in that. That means you're on your way up. You're getting on it, and it's going to be great. And congratulations on the increase in followers.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I thought I would never get there because of how demonetized I am.
Uh, yeah, there's so many rules with the algorithm. It's hard not to step on the algorithm,
Right.
So,
And it's like always something to do with them and stuff like that. And every time when you try,
mhm.
it's I don't know. Instagram, like people tell me what y'all think about Instagram. Whoever listens to the show, let me know because like it's really getting on my nerves. TikTok is not
Yeah,
getting any better neither.
but TikTok is like one of my favorite ones. At least but once you learn the weird rules, because you can have a song that's cussing, but you can't like have the cuss word in the caption. It's like it's weird. It's like you have to like change the letters and the fonts just to kind of get past certain things. Even on
Oh
Instagram
yeah.
the other day, I posted, "Oh, this song is hitting" or something like that, and then Instagram wouldn't let me post it because it said this caption has words that we flagged before. I was like, the context, I wasn't talking about actually hitting somebody. So it was
Oh
like,
man.
yeah, and it's like not even taking the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. TikTok definitely is better with algorithm and all that as well too. I hope they get their music deal back that they had with Universal and
Did, apparently, because I knew at some point they were going to break because then all the other music that would be left, people would have to mix and then upload, and then they'd have to go viral for people to find it. So it left like a big deficit. And then for the artists, especially for newer artists, it was a great platform for that. So in that weird time, though, the newer artists, independent artists, had their music being more at the forefront. But I knew at some point the pressure was going to get on because like the artists want their songs back. And I
oh
think they
yeah.
did strike the deal. So I don't know when it goes back into effect, but they did come to a deal at the same time.
Oh okay, okay. So because I heard that, but then I thought it wasn't true because I didn't look into it. So it makes sense that there has to be like a start date
They need
for it.
each other. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. I think they
Right.
just wanted to renegotiate, and they were both playing chicken to see who folded first. But I think uh, UMG ended up folding. So,
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, I missed that. Your mic. It sounds a little underwater.
oh, hello.
Yeah, okay, I can hear you. I just hear this sound. Let me turn off. I'm going to turn off my air conditioner.
Yeah, it probably could be my laptop.
It's fine. I can still hear you clearly, regardless.
I gotta get one of the mics that you have for when I do these next.
Oh, the Bluebird. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I have a spare one that I was supposed to give to Tim, but he never came and got it. So if you want it, you can have it. It's like
Oh my god!
just like
Yeah,
not opened or anything. I've never opened it.
I would gladly take that because I would need that. Yeah, oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be sure to get that to you. I'm going to be in Bridgeport today, hanging with Chris. So we
Okay,
could talk about that actually.
actually, yeah.
Nobody's I have
Some people don't even
Ora
know where
around,
I'm
and she's one of the homies.
at. Okay,
Yeah, back to your music. You have a new music video out called "Love Come Never Love Come Near Me." Sorry, what is wrong with me today? Love Come Near Me.
yeah.
And you have some other artists on here as well too. So this was a very interesting. It's like a really good um, R&B type of vibe, and the beat's really nice. And I love how the spoken word dynamic was also a part of it as well too. Like, what was the process of creating this song? Was this a project that took years, or like what was it like?
It's actually so yeah. This whole thing, I think we loved how natural it came, and the artists were on it. So Nadia Sims, the poet, she's an amazing friend. We've met through the scene and certain events and things like that. We've gotten like very good friends. And I respect her poetry, and I love to go and support her show. So we were at an event where she was also performing for some of the friends that we were there for, and she just had this idea. She was talking to me about wanting to do more songs and poems and recording her stuff. And she had this idea, and she, wanted to do something together. And I was like, okay, so thank you. She kind of said she's been thinking about the topic of love lately, and like for herself, what she would want from love, what she wants to receive from love, and her little frustrations with love too. And we both had common ground on that idea, but it took a while. So she told me she would send me a beat. So already maybe a month. And she had a beat, and she was like, I think this is the perfect one, which is the one that we ended up using. And then it just kind of organic from there. Like we wrote to it, we had fun. We were trying to figure out who we could record with, and that's when she mentioned Nadia, which is Nadia Provides. So when we got there, it was instantly perfect. I've worked with her before, but in this space, she's a great producer, artist, singer, and all around talent. Like very sweet soul too. She was very receiving and warm. So that space when we were recording was very comfortable. If I get nervous, I take a little while to get comfortable around people. It's a very vulnerable space, even though you can take more than one take. But you never want to be the problem artist, or like you take it so long. But yeah, she made it such an incredible process, and then in there it was very collaborative. Like she would tell us what she thought of what we were doing. Nadia was very supportive of like pushing me to do my best take and being confident in that. And then we were like, it's just missing something, and then we wanted this like hook melody that Nadia was thinking of. We were trying to get it, but we just weren't quite getting it right. And then we were like, not a vibes, but we asked her if she could do it, and she did the little siren vocals in the back that just really took it there. And then for mixing, I went to TJ Tanya, great producer, artist as well, and he helped like really add layers, elevate the sound and everything. So we sent it to each other after that, and we were like, it's a go. Like, we were very happy with it. But it was coming from a place of like what we want from love, and instead of being negative, it's easy to be negative about like the things that we've gone through, and talk about all the bad parts of love. But we were like, instead, like, what can we manifest? We wanted this to be like, if we could manifest love, what would that sound?
That's interesting. So, like, with the engineer, I kind of missed that part. What was the name of the engineer?
TJ Tanya. TJ, very great.
Where's he based out of?
So Bristol. I think the city was in Bristol. I don't often go out that way, so I was like, but yeah, he's very good. You could tap in with him. He listens to you and he hears what division you have, and he's very quick at getting the stuff back to you. So it was everybody who touched on this project they felt like divine timing, and then even the elements of like the song and a poem, like I've seen people doing that and experimenting with what a song is, and I love that with Nadia, it was never like it has to be this and it has to be that. We just kind of like wrote what we felt and infused it, and I do love it because the spoken word, some things that you feel just need to be said and said in a way that sometimes song may not always have to write. And then the parts that you want to feel and sing with your heart is like where I came in, and the sounds that are just emotional sounds without words. That's where now the vibes. So it was a very good.
Yeah. I think this message for the song was definitely well executed, and it gave a real intent to understanding what you guys were like trying to get across. How long did it take? How long did it take to film this video?
Oh my gosh, 1 day. So we had.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's good.
From Nadia Provides was the one who recommended the videographer Jesse, and she was saying like he's done projects for her and great stuff, and she sent me his info. And it's my first video, so I was very nervous. I didn't know how to initiate that kind of conversation, what to expect. But Jesse was so helpful, patient, and wanted to hear my vision. And then David that he was working with was also there, a great team. And we sat down for a meeting. I had made this whole vision board, which they loved, and we had everyone sign. But we, had this vision from the start of what we wanted it to look like. And at some point, you don't get the exact stuff that you want. And I was very, nervous about how it all came together. But when we
Hmm.
picked the day, initially I had a first set date, and the person that I was supposed to do this, be my co-star was going to be able to do this original date, but it was a family emergency to push it out. So the artist that was able to do it, I asked him where I met him at an event maybe like the week before. It's crazy.
Wait,
And
at where?
at like Chill Shump's birthday party, he
Uh,
had like this event, and he was one of the artists that were there. Very nice. So Young Spade, really sweet guy, was very a gentleman from the start, and was very receptive because I was like, this guy doesn't know anything, but like he seemed really cool and made a group with him. And I asked him, and he was with it, and he understood like collaboration and helping in that way. But I didn't know how the chemistry would be on set, so I was also nervous for that. But when we started that day with Jesse and the whole team, and it was just a fun day. It took one day, but it was long hours and really much
mm, yeah. So yeah, this is your first music video. I forgot to mention that part. Like, how do you feel after it all being said and done?
Oh my gosh. Very happy now because I think then after we filmed everything, it's like there's always hindsight is 2020. Like, oh, we could have gotten these kind of shots, or maybe I could have done this when I was in that outfit. And then I just seeing myself back, I was just very critical of myself. So I tried to step away from that and trust Jesse on finding a great shot. And
Mm,
he's normally very, that process is something that he just comes together, but he invited me along to see what it would be like, and then I can have my input. And again, another person very collaborative, was very open to listening to any ideas I had. I know I'm sure I was very frustrated at some point, but I just wanted to, if I wanted to watch it back and not feel cringeworthy, and I wanted to love everything and be happy with it. And I wanted everyone who participated to be happy with it because they took their time out of their day. And, I want it to be worth the value of the song to me. And it came out very
yeah. I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, when I was interviewing Kensley, she was talking about that too, like how she's like, but she was like definitely more like than what you were describing. How like she's like on it, like
well.
I need it this way. I want to make sure the visual is this way, and like I feel like that's perfectly valid. You are
Yeah,
putting your entire creativity
on
in
this.
on
Yeah.
this, like, and people have to watch this, and you of all people that should be happy with the video is you. I mean,
Yeah. I
Brian
want to
seems very happy with the video.
Yeah, and it's true. I think sometimes we don't, because I don't know anything about editing, and so a lot of this was a
Right.
big learning process of what I would want to do differently next time, or like even better. Although I don't think that there was anything wrong. Like I think it did great for first video. The chemistry, everybody was so nice and very fun, so it was easy to get everything that we needed. It was more of just making sure that I love how the flows went. And then I did ask the girls, I was like, do you want to be a part of the process? And they kind of wanted it to be a surprise. So I'm like, okay, like, I want to make sure that they love it as well.
Mm.
And yeah, so it was like literally probably up until the week before, like, I was saying, this, like, choose this, but everything Jesse and David, like, knocked it out of the park. Like, I was very grateful. And I don't think I would have met that person without the steps coming from before it. So it was like everything kind of just fell.
Yeah, and people listening, again, go check that out. Love Come Near Me. New song, new music video out. That's really really dope. You know what I mean? Because I always get excited when I see people from this area with these dope ass music videos. I kind of get like jealous too, but it's all right.
And we go, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, I need to add people. There's going to be other videos, and it could be collaborations. I need everybody
Yeah.
involved. So it's
Oh
like, I
yeah.
like chat with them because they have done video. Nadia and Alpha Vibes, like, they have been in this night, and I've looked to them and, like, trying to be comfortable. We were all still nervous, and we were each other's support and stuff like that. But it's like they have done this, and they have, been in these spaces, and they were very helpful with helping me get out of my head out of that.
Are they all Connecticut based too? Nadia and not
Yes.
the but vibes, nothing but vibes.
Yes. Yes. So they're more like in like the Manchester, Hartford area. I'm more towards Milford. It's like about an hour distance away. But we
That's
met
the
as
real New England area.
yes. And, but we met through some events that were happening in Hartford and then some that were coming this way. So I see like this merging, which I really love, you know, because I think there was this gap in isolated centers in Connecticut a lot, but now I'm
Yeah.
seeing that connection and that growth. And this is what it produces, like, you know, that this kind of collaboration of meeting people you may not find, or like genuine connections or you can collaborate with easily. So I'm just so grateful to them. They're great friends too. So.
Yeah, and we're a small state too, so it's hilarious.
Yeah,
the gap.
I know, but and now that we're starting to see more events where it's like this culture clash, and I like seeing what each place brings, you know, to the table. Because there's nothing, and in fact, because it is so small now, when we start doing that, we can start seeing each other more, and it's like, oh, okay, like if we had just simply done this before, it would have made that circle, that loop, those connections a little bit. Like,
Oh yeah. But also, you know, I noticed that I got added into a Connecticut chat, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And it's literally like musicians and artists and podcasters all in one chat all over Connecticut, and I'm just like, "What the heck?" I gotta add you in that.
yeah,
Like,
that's overwhelming, but I'm telling you, there's always something to get back to. Right? Too, like those things where you can meet, because then you can see. I think with Facebook, the hard part is you'll see someone's event and it'll be like, "Come to my show today," 5 days ago. Like, why wasn't it on my timeline like the weeks before? And it's like that's why I feel bad, because everyone is trying to share their thing, and sometimes the algorithm just not being
and
important.
that's what made TikTok so better.
Yes, it keeps it in like more current events, more time order. Keeping it that way just makes, and I even like the friends ones. Like you said, that in the chat. Sometimes our feed will just never show our friends. It just seems to prefer like promotions or ads or someone's promoted page, and it's like, okay, where are my friends? So
Yeah.
I do like those chats because they keep people in the loop, you know, in much more time. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely add you. It's really, really dope. Yeah, and with the Facebook algorithm, it seems like it's just like what you said, prioritize ads and all this stuff, and like nobody wants to see it. Like,
or some meme, or some political ads, like people you don't like the worst politicians. They have like all the budget.
yeah, it's just like get out of here.
Yeah, leave them. Yeah.
I'm chilling. Like you over here in my space. You invaded me. You on my phone. But TikTok though, like what is it? Are you like using TikTok to promote your music?
Now I am. I was weird about TikTok. For me was more fun. I would do my skits, or I would just do whatever was fun, or I would share like if I was doing it in I'll be making 15 like blogging for when I did my spiritual blog. I still do like tarot readings and stuff. But yeah, now I'm starting to like, okay, utilize it because it is a good platform that's more like non-biased platform. Although I don't seem to try to push what they think you want, whereas TikTok learns what you like and want and suggests it based on that.
Yeah, it definitely does. This is kind of weird how technology is. It's so freaking weird.
It kind of creates these bubbles because it's like if we only wanted to live in a world of the things that we like and know, how do we ever change and grow and develop, or meet people that may not be like people we never thought we'd be friends with, or that we could come to. That's why I like to talk about that. I think it breaks a lot of those barriers and helps people understand each other more. Like, oh, we have the same thoughts, or I did that exact same thing the other day. It's like very relatable and it brings people together.
And I'm to the life of me, I don't understand why Instagram isn't doing that, but it is what it is.
They don't know what they're doing.
Well, so you said that you have some music videos that you're going to be doing more and more of? You got any songs in mind that we should keep looking at, or you got a special drop going on or anything?
So I'm working to put together. So my first single, "Talk to Me." I want to do a video for that. I know it's like a reverse order, but it's my creative goal. I can do what I want at this point.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I want to do a video for that because it is a special song to me. And I have idea of the team and stuff that I'm putting together for that. But mostly I'm more working on concluding like an EP and doing the final songs for that and
Do you have a day for the EP, or that's still in the works? All that.
I'm still deciding on a couple dates, but it's because I also have certain things that I still want to get there. It's like I want to feel like it's quite finished, and I just feel like it's some things I still want to add.
Word. I'm excited. Can't wait. How do you do your art? You do your art yourself, or your artwork for your music? Do you do it yourself, or you get somebody?
Well, I try to get someone. I try to be involved. So usually, always for the Love Come Near Me, it was on the set. We decided to just get together and get like this group shot, and we just did some videos and skills and stuff like that from that. But I do try to be involved in whatever concepts of the single cover, because I feel like it has to resonate with the song. Like people should get it, but not like it should be make curious to want to know more, or like it should just kind of fit the vibe of the song. So I try to be involved just like in that same way. But I usually always pick someone to do that kind of stuff. But for the split second cover, I actually did the graphic design. We discussed the topic and the different ideas we wanted, and then we had different cover ideas, and so I came up with a concept for the like the timers, and just put all their names like a rundown. Sometimes
you are very detail oriented. That's good.
Yeah, I try because it's fun. I feel like it's the best part of creating. It's like if you can have all the elements, you want people to get what you're trying to put out. So I try to do my best to package it all together.
Yeah, that's good. That's good because I know some people will just be like, "Oh, sure."
yeah. It can be like that. Sure. But my hard part is trying to step away when maybe I'm overthinking certain things. There's takes that will be like great takes, and people are like, "Why are you going to do that? It's so great." Working to hear, I don't know. So I have to kind of step back and learn to not be so.
Hey, my new motto is: as long as you're not like Kanye, you're good.
Yeah, as long as I'm not like throwing phones at it, but love a girl, but like as long as it's not very vibes.
You're like, I get that guy is the ultimate perfectionist. He is something else. Like, but I get it. Like you got to be that way.
He does produce great work, so it's like, okay, maybe this is the process. Especially early production, kind of like there was this whole thread of like the stuff that he was putting out sonically, or even if he wasn't rapping on, but he just produced it. Yeah. Those visions had to come up. They were very good. So anything.
There's a reason why he'll never leave my top 5 ever.
Yeah, iconic. Yeah, he's problematic, but musically, you can't take nothing from him.
Yeah. It's like, dude, how do you top that? Like, I want to ask you also too. Like, so this would be one of the last questions. The big 3 had their clash. My boy J. Cole left, and then Kendrick just. How do you feel? How all that went down? I saw you post about it.
Because I love hip hop and I love the rap, and I love. So sometimes it's like they gave all of those elements. I do think it was just Drake had a lot of misstep choices. He just there's elements I think that he doesn't have the right people in his corner. A lot of yes men. I think he does have an identity thing and probably trying to figure it out. I think like the way Kendrick attacked it, very psychological and very like he made sure y'all remember he's a lyricist, and then he does this. And when there was a question of him making something that could make people dance, he was like, it wasn't about that. It was this, but if y'all want something to dance to, I can do that. You know? So I love that, you know, I understood that some songs were like pre-written and they weren't in that direction, but when it got to that, you can see where he adapted and where he rewrote, and it's just brilliant. And the way he links the songs together, like I have them in a playlist, and every time I'm just hearing something new, and I'm still like, and it's weeks later. So in the moment, I was like waking up to the this is. I'm thinking I was caught up. There was a new this. It was. It was a moment. Yeah. It was one of those you had to be there for. Like it was great. I think Drake. It doesn't take away from his legacy. I do think it puts a chink in there a little bit, especially with what's being alleged. I do think there's a lot of missteps in how he responded. He didn't really respond to much. Like the stuff that he could really respond to was like surgeries and maybe like little rumors that he could easily debunk. With other stuff, I just think like there should have been a better execution. And it's just simply Kendrick is a better rapper. You want to get
yeah. Like,
what did you think? How did you feel when it was down?
People just need to leave Kendrick the fuck alone. Like, just if he calls you out, just ignore him because he's dangerous. Like, this dude had an album basically. Like, like he was already prepared. Like they said that Schoolboy Q said that an engineer told him that he had Drake disses for years now that he just didn't. Like he just didn't.
It was crazy, and he really and so you can see the warnings increase in each song because he's like, I don't want to do it this way. I am trying to move like with integrity, and in every song, even the one where he just dropped, he did something over the BBL Disney. Like it's kind of like you're trying to get in on the joke, but it's like
it was a mid.
Still addressed nothing, and Kendrick already had a line for that. It was like, you know, keep me dancing, waving my hands, and it won't be no threat. Or it's like, you know, it just kind of feels like he's still one step behind. Every response was already there. Everything that he said, you're not that calculated. I know what you're gonna do, and I had it set up in every song. Like there was no need to respond to that. I think at this point.
Yeah, and like they also mentioned that Schoolboy Q told J. Cole to get out of it and not be a part of it, and I'm just like, this dude Kendrick is just dangerous. Like,
but also he is like they are friends. Like he's not gonna go to war with his friends because we bullying him online to do that. Like I know these people. I gotta like once we say shit we cannot take back. Like I gotta see the you know. So it's like man. I think he understood that the lines were more like, you know, once when you're friends. I have things where, you know, some people are like, if you friends with someone who's beefing with me, it depends on what y'all beefing about. Like if it's something like, okay, I can understand, I'm on her side. But if it's something like petty, like y'all personal stuff, like I'm not gonna get in between someone's friendship when I'm both friends with them. I would rather they not take it this way. But you know, he warned you not to talk about his family, and you talked about his family. So this is something I got to step out of. This is not my business. You know, this is what a man got to do. So I respected his choice. I know some people wanted like for the fire and the rage of it, but I just called him not that person.
And then you got the label trying to get Kendrick to apologize, and I'm just like,
like because I warned you 3 times. Like I gave you several ones. It didn't have to get to not like this. It really
no, exactly.
The chamber, and like I think about it like a Marvel movie. In an alternate universe, if Drake had just stopped, like we would have never had this song. And I think that was the misstep that he just kept pushing, thinking that Kendrick wasn't one of his ones, or like, you know, because of how big he is. Of course, he wouldn't have liked something like that. But it's like, no.
Don't get me wrong. Drake, I haven't heard him spit so hard that he has spit in those last few songs. he still like is a problem lyrically. Like he's
Oh,
a
of
problem.
course. Yeah, no,
But
and that's
it's
what I
just
mean.
that,
You can't
like
take
what you
away.
said, that he didn't have enough ammo to
No,
be more of a stain. He
no.
didn't have a he
He
didn't
didn't
have
study his
enough
enemy.
jab. Right.
He wasn't prepared. If you're gonna start a war, you gotta come like I think you have to be prepared for all the different scenarios. I think Drake relied on who he was and his fans, kind of even trying to dictate the narrative of him. Still now,
Right.
it's like it's okay to understand like your fave lost. It's like there's other epic hip hop battles where our faves lost, like
Right.
Nas or Jay Z, and it's like damn, like it's a hit or Tupac and
Yeah,
Biggie.
he'll be fine.
Like
He'll be
sometimes
alright.
you have to admit your fave. They'll be right. So
Yeah.
I just think Drake just mishandled this in a lot of ways.
What happened was what May said. May said when you diss somebody on a rap song, you got to make people want to look at the nigga different, and we are looking at Drake different now.
I was on doing because everything Kendrick said, he was like, most of what I said was important that I didn't just throw allegations. Like Drake tried to throw things out there that it's like it's muddled in hearsay blogs, like telephone. It's like the original story kind of got dissected, and he's like, you heard the album and you thought you understood what was going on with my family.
Yeah,
and
he
just
confused me.
Yeah, and then what I brought out was what people have been seeing already. So it's not like I'm just making this up. They can go on TikTok. Like it's not lying. Like this is not. What I have has evidence to support. You have a history of lying. Like the daughter thing, even if it wasn't true, it was enough, like you said, to make people wonder because you have lied. It's just one of those things you have to understand. Even if you think you might lose, anticipating losing is knowing your weaknesses, knowing what they might attack, and he just did not have anything for what they had. It did make him better. It made him push his pen better. I give it that. I agree with what he said. It's never that it sounds good.
Yep. I mean, I hope that J. Cole, out of all this, still get to be great because that's my guy. Everybody from North Carolina have a very soft place in my heart because that is my second homeland. So I need him to be great. He has done so much just because he apologized. So what? All right, guys. You saw what happened.
It's a good example for my life. Learn to apologize. It's okay to know when. Okay, I started this, or I jumped in there, and it's like, it's okay to change your mind.
He was raised right.
Yeah, right. Don't rule you because you see how it got great on this end. So you gotta let it go. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles.
Pick your battles. I pick my battles every single day. Sometimes I pick the wrong battle, and I end up.
We all do. It's just mine wasn't on the diss track, so it's like but it's true. We all pick our battles on.
But only thing that's sad is I don't think we're ever going to get a Kendrick and J. Cole collab album.
No,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Kendrick and Cole, I could see them working with it because I think the way Cole handled it, I think Kendrick could respect it.
I hope.
Got out of there before I had to throw the things, and just be cleared before you cross the line. Like we might not talk to each other, we might always side eye each other because like you did that original song, you kind of got on that song.
Yeah, frenemies.
Yeah, but I think they do have enough respect for each other that it'll be, maybe in 2 years.
Yeah. Well, let me let you go, but before I let you go though, who are you listening to right now? It could be locally or it could be mainstream. Like put people on. What kind of artists are you like into right now?
Okay. Locally, of course, Nadia Sims, Nada Vibes. There's this playlist that she even made, local artists that are on there. I'm like trying to think of all this stuff right now. I'll make like a little thing like that. We'll probably make a flash page or kind of with that. But and artists that I'm listening to now. I've been listening to old Kanye a little bit. A lot of Megan. Boa has been on repeat. It's like
Yeah,
that hook is
he's
very
on a
catchy.
tear.
Woo! That one's really good. And yeah, a lot of female rappers. I've been into listening to the female rappers because they've been doing their thing, very creative.
Yeah.
And
Kingsley was singing that too. Are you like done with male rappers except for like the big, well-known ones? Like you don't really listen to that many male rappers anymore.
I've always been that way. So I feel like there are very particular styles of male rappers that I listen to because it's like I feel like they actually have to be good. Sometimes I think a lot of guys get away with they don't have to do that. They have like a good, yeah. And the girls have to claw, so they work, so they work harder. They push the pen right out the gate. So I mean, depends because I understand lyrics. Music is not always be so serious, and I think if the artist knows that the lyrics and has fun with it, like it can be great. Like I love me a good sexy lyric, but I'm not gonna say she's like the most prolific like lyricist. But I love that she brings fun, and then if I want to have a little baby, I do like male rappers. I do think that I like when they're creative. What's that song where it's like, if I was a bad bitch, I would want to fucking what? And I don't know if I can cuss, I'm sorry. But that song, it's fun. It's fun, and he's having fun, and I want more guys to be fun. Like listen up, you want to be like crack a smile, like sometimes, or like tell a joke, like or do some or on stage. Like I would love to see more production. Like I like how Kanye was playing with like minimalism, like lights and cubism, and you don't have to do a performance, but try to move around. And so a lot of male artists I feel like tend to lean on just the beat, and they don't really work on live, and they don't really work on other stuff. And the girls just tend to be doing that. Like they have to work on it. They have to be good in all those areas, and therefore it shows. So as long as you're a male rapper that's doing what they have to do, I love me a Young Thug. I do love Baby, and I do love all the different types of rappers. It's just you got to come with some really good stuff, like and a good tone.
No, you definitely speaking facts. When you look at the women rappers, they are very, 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 very creative. A lot more creative than the male rappers.
Even locally, Honey Bunny, she's another one. So sweet. Every time I meet her, she's great. She's a local, she's out of Hartford area rapper, singer. Like she's very good. And she's always very receptive. Sweetie Belle, actually, she be saying she's on Split Second. She's saying, but she's a rapper too. Don't let them get it twisted. Because she can spit, she can flow. Like I respect her art a lot. Like when I listen to her. So yeah, I like the dynamic girls because just like that, Belle is like an incredible vocalist. She be shy, but she's incredibly like talented. And her stepping into the hip hop, I love when people see her perform and they're like, oh shit, I know. So like she's not another one of the local artists that I think is great. So,
word. These are some people I need to start getting in contact with. Well, Ora, I want to thank you so much for coming on and taking the time out of your day to come back on the show. You definitely is a friend of the show. And next time when you're back on, hopefully we're in a very good, nice studio section. Stuff
and
like
that
that'd be cool.
Too,
Oh, some guests?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People all with me,
Word. Hell yeah.
But thank you. I appreciate you always having me. This is a great space.
Oh, hell yeah. So this is dope. This is what we talk about, like, a base where we can have artists just come out, show their ish, have a conversation. Boom. You know what I mean? Connecticut got something to say.
Yeah. But you should do like a podcast panel, like events where you have people come out, maybe like a round table or something. I can see.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely thinking about that. Yeah.
When you do, I would like to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
I hope I got a lot of ideas, and that's one of them. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, keep me posted.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Everybody out there on the Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out Ora's new song. Wait, where I was like, there it is. Oh, it was already there. Check out Ora's new song, "Love Come Near Me." New music video, everything. Get that up to 1,000 and beyond views. It's going to be in the details.
Instagram, Ora _SOULORA __. I'm going to put that in the thing.
Follow her on Instagram. If anybody hits you up that got her picture in it, that be saying, "Oh, I want to give you a tour card reader or something," that's not her.
That's not me. I don't do that. Yeah.
That happened to me. So
That was all very good.
well, I'll see you later. And I'll text you about that mic and stuff like that.
Yes,
so
thank you.
We are out. Have a good day.
Blank period, yeah. I'm a black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?